What about like unicorns? Do you think unicorns exist?
Is it so far-fetched? Is it so far-fetched that a horse with a horn exists? But we all know that a like 7-foot neck leopard horse, it had two, what is it? Bihorns. A giraffe.
Yeah.
A giraffe exists, but we're gonna say no, a unicorn doesn't. Mm-hmm. That's immature. Grow up.
I don't know. I think it's kind of funny how like recently. Well, we can get into that. I guess a little bit later.
I mean, just get into it.
Yeah, we haven't done an intro yet. Hey guys, welcome back to Two Birds, One Stone.
Two Birds, One Stone.
It's me, Jordan.
And me, Anthony.
This is Anthony.
I'm Anthony. That's Jordan.
Welcome back.
Unicorns exist. I'm not changing my opinion on that.
Yeah, we have some stuff to talk about today. Hopefully,
Hopefully we have some stuff.
Hopefully we will get there. Yeah.
If brain permits.
Yeah.
I'll be honest. The food was kind of just like a temporary reset. I still feel shit.
It helped.
It helped a little bit, but I still feel like shit.
It was better than no food. Yeah.
No, that's true. I don't know. I think I could have done without. I'm slowly getting back to how I was feeling.
I mean, yeah. I think this has something to do with it too.
Really? You don't think it helps?
I don't think this helps. Actually.
That's fair.
Yeah.
It's so hard to stop.
That was another thing.
Yeah, don't do. Yeah, I heard that very often. Yeah. Trial and error.
Yeah.
But I don't know. It's so hard to not vape and not use nicotine at all. Period. In general.
That's what I like about the pouches, because it's just you look at the ingredients. At least for like the Zen pouches, right? Those are just they're nicotine salt with flavor. Yeah. Right. Mm-hmm. That's what I like about it. Like a vape has all this other fucking chemicals and stuff in it. Same with cigarettes, right?
I don't know.
Plus, like your lungs are like really soft, like tissue, right?
Yeah.
So
I mean, all it is like, I think it's more dangerous.
I remember when vaping was like still a new thing. Somebody told me that vaping is safer than smoking because it's only water vapor.
That's a lie.
Yeah, it's definitely not.
Was it glycerin?
Water vapor. Yeah,
glycerin is like
it's like sugar, right?
Yeah, basically.
Yeah.
Is it glycerin? Bisman, look that up,
please. Yeah, we're joined today by Bisman.
Bisman.
He's our producer, I guess.
Attempting.
If that's the correct word for that. He's our
Well, no, just look up what
our research
what
guy.
is. Well,
yeah, glycerin. I think glycerin is like it's either like a plastic based.
I don't know. I remember,
or it's like it is a plastic made from like cornstarch.
I don't know. I remember glycerol. Is that it?
Glycerol.
It's called glycerin. Glycerin. A simple was a trial.
Glycerin. Yeah, glycerin. A simple and
something. It's a colorless, odorless, viscous liquid that is sweet tasting and non-toxic. The glycerol backbone is found in lipids known as glycerides. I don't know. That only comes to mind because my buddy tried to make vape juice one time when we were in high school, and I think that's what he used was glycerin. I don't know.
Glycerin is a humectant, a type of moisturizing agent that pulls water into the outer layer of your skin from deeper levels of your skin and the air.
Interesting.
Seems weird.
Is that what's in? Is that what's in vapes?
I hope not.
What chemicals maybe?
That's not it.
I like how like at least for me, I've been vaping for like a number of years now.
Yeah.
Right.
A dangerous amount.
And now this is my first time actually looking up stuff about like vaping.
Well, no.
Right?
Okay, so this is like my first time actually looking.
Vapes can contain formaldehyde. Great.
Yeah. What is it? Flavorshookkids.org.
You
went to the wrong website, Bisman. Fuck, it had to be California website.
Of course.
Yeah, you should have gone. What's that one? There's like a bunch of ads for it. It's like Vaping 101 or something like that.
Like the proposition.
Like stopvaping.com .com or whatever.
Oh yeah, it's
you know?
Yeah, I know what you're talking
I
about.
don't know. I forget what it is.
And I remember when those ads used to be stop smoking.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they used to be stop smoking.
No,
And it went to
stop vaping.
which is kind of funny. Is Dare still a thing? Did you remember Dare? Did you have Dare at your school?
Yeah. Dare. Not really in high school, but it was more prominent in like middle school.
Yeah, I guess like for me growing up, my older brother, it was more popular for him. He's 5 years older than me, so he was in middle school and high school at the time, and Dare was like a really big thing, like early 2000s. I remember being like elementary school and like going to like pick him up, and he like had like a Dare water bottle, or something.
The red little fucking. The red bracelets.
Yeah.
The Dare shirts.
Yeah.
I think it's pretty funny how, like, people will just use that as like fashion now.
Mm.
Like they'll be lighting a joint and wearing a Dare shirt. It's pretty funny.
The e-liquid in vapes is usually made of propylene glycol, glycerol, nicotine, and flavor chemicals.
Yeah.
When heated, the liquid becomes an aerosol. And the aerosol can contain toxic chemicals like
acrylonitrile,
acrylonitrile, nickel, and lead. Nice. Nickel and lead. Those are good. Okay. Right? Car batteries.
Yeah.
So
battery's battery.
Just start burning vape juice to produce nickel.
I don't know.
From glycerol.
That's like
right? Like you, because we're at the point we can like make diamonds in a lab, right? Why can't we just do like chemistry?
I think
to make like rare elements. You know what I mean?
You can.
Yeah. So why don't we do that? Like we should do more of that. That's what I'm trying to say. Like I can get like the entry expense might be a little bit like high.
BlackRock Inc.
Okay.
I'm going back to that.
Well, rather than like buying a piece of land and making an open pit mine, right?
I mean,
just pour a bunch of shit in a bowl, mix it up, and then you have, oh hey, we got lithium now. Which actually lithium is pretty common.
Yeah, but does the benefit outweigh the cost of actually doing all that?
I would say yes. In a scenario like that.
You think that the cost of the materials to actually like manufacture like diamond for this?
Well, that's what I'm saying.
Case?
Like so like in a watch, for example, right?
Yeah.
Like a mechanical watch, they use ruby, I believe it is.
Yeah.
For like bearings, basically.
Yeah.
Right. Mm-hmm. It's a very tough material. It's very hard. Like on a hardness scale, it's like the next step down from diamonds.
Okay.
I think, right. So they last a really long time. However, I don't think they cut them. I think most of especially now, they grow them in a lab.
Yeah.
Right. Which has brought the cost down on those products because instead of having to go out and mine them. Right. So again, if it's like rare earth stuff and it's going to cost a lot of money to find a deposit, set up mining operations, certain elements you need to have like very specific like procedures that you go through in order for it to like not explode or something, or like keep its integrity.
But again, like my original point is I don't think the cost of that of those materials like that outweighs the benefit because you can't.
Of like doing it naturally or doing it in a lab?
Doing it in a lab is just, it's not efficient. I mean, diamonds, I don't understand.
Up like the ground and like sifting through dirt. I don't know. That just doesn't seem.
I mean, for me, I could go out and start digging and hopefully come across.
That's what I'm saying. Like, hopefully, right? But you'd be wasting time and energy.
But now you're wasting time, energy, and money.
I think a lot of people would rather waste money than they would time.
Yeah, but right. I think in this instance,
like a big rich investor.
Yeah, but in this instance, it doesn't make sense to waste money on that. Because you're wasting money to create a product that'll make you significantly less money, especially with like the woke people now. Diamonds aren't that fucking rare.
Well, yeah, because we grow them in labs. That's why.
Bisman, look up, like the most common.
Most common element.
Not most common element. The most common
hydrogen.
Geode. What are diamonds classified as? Gems.
Sure. The most common gemstone.
Most common gems found in the ground.
Found in the ground, as opposed to in trees.
Yeah, I knew this would be the answer.
Oh, quartz.
Yeah, quartz. That's
nice. Fair. Okay. What is this?
10,
quartz.
Click on that. 10 of the most common gemstones on Earth.
Quartz is just glorified limestone.
Basically. Right, so that's number 1.
Well, it's been like heat and pressure, right? Okay,
amethyst. Amethyst is so beautiful. That's one thing where I'd pay money for like a big chunk of amethyst.
Mm.
Yeah, they're expensive.
Garnet. Okay. Garnet's, I think, similar to...
look at that.
Diamonds,
Number 4, most common gem in the world, diamonds.
They have a reputation for being rare, but that's not quite the truth. Gem quality diamonds are relatively rare, but the majority of diamonds are industrial. Yeah, so I guess that's another thing, too. Like, if you're looking for, like, the best of the best, right? Those are going to be really hard to find.
Yeah, I don't...
Ooh, lapis lazuli. Yeah, nice.
That's pretty. I gotta sneeze.
Really pretty.
I'm gonna grab a drink.
Those look like kidney stones.
Oh, that's beautiful. Fortunately, you're lucky.
All right, so I found some news articles
okay.
that I thought were interesting. 2 in particular, and then there was a third one that we can
2
talk
articles.
about a little bit. Yes, two.
It's a lot of articles.
So the first one, the headline is Finland driver is fined for speeding 20 miles an hour over the limit. I'm not going to tell you how much he was fined.
Is it a lot?
It's a lot, right? This caught my attention because of how much he was fined, right? So basically this dude...
I don't think they have time for that. Weren't they just at war?
Finland?
Yeah. Who was that? That was Finland, right?
In World War II.
No.
Who would they be fighting right now?
I don't know. I thought they had like a minor conflict. I could be wrong.
I mean, there could have been some stuff between them and Russia, maybe, but
who has time for that?
I doubt it.
Get rid of local government.
Yeah.
Get rid of government.
Yeah, there you go. That's better. So this dude, I'm not gonna say his name. Or actually,
there's an article about him. You can say his name.
That's true. Anders Wilkloof.
Yeah,
right.
He's definitely finished.
Got pulled over for speeding. He was doing 51 miles an hour in a 31 mile an hour zone. Right. So he was doing 82 kilometers in a 50 kph. So, right. He told the newspaper that the road switched from 70 kph down to 50. Right. Which so 44 miles an hour down to 31.
Yeah.
He claimed he was slowing down, but the police caught him speeding before he was able to like get to the correct speed, right? So because he was doing 20 over, he was charged $129,000 USD.
What the fuck?
For going 20 over.
119,000?
$129,000.
Oh, 20. Fuck me.
I think I just...
So I was like, how can you charge somebody that much for speeding, right?
I mean, I guess that... Bisman, look up their
so no,
they're like driving statistics.
What it is in Finland, right?
Zero
they
tolerance.
charge the person in accordance to their income.
Oh, okay.
Right. So this dude,
that dude makes $1 million a year.
Yes, he is one of the. He's among one of the country's wealthiest citizens.
Okay.
Right. So he's like what is it? He holds 100% of this company in his name.
Interesting.
That runs over 20 businesses in logistics, construction, and then a bunch of other services and stuff.
He's got a shell company.
Right.
BlackRock Inc.
More or less, right? But that wasn't his only ticket. He had gotten 3 other ones prior to this, right? He received a $106,000 fine in 2013, right? A $68,000 fine in 2018 as well. So this is now his third, like...
He's over it. He's fed up after this one.
Like, it's a lot of money. Yeah. Basically, he was, like, hoping that the money that... oh
my God.
Like, the fine from the ticket goes to, like, their... Because I guess all the money from public offenses goes to, like, their national, like, fund.
Okay.
So for like healthcare and education and stuff like that, and then it gets divvied up to between the different like services and things.
Yeah, I'd hope so.
Yeah. But 120.
That's fucking wild.
Yeah.
I do. That is pretty cool the way they structure their like fine system, right? But I don't know.
Like, so me personally, I mean, I know the government already tracks how much we make anyway.
Yeah.
But that just seems like a little bit too intrusive.
What, the finding thing?
No, well, like knowing how much I make a year. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, yeah.
Like where I stand in terms of wealth. Right.
Are you talking like overall, or just like specifically like if you were to be fined?
I think like over, like if I was pulled over.
Yeah.
Right. And the police were giving me a speeding ticket. Right.
Okay.
And they're like, okay, your ticket's gonna be $3,000.
Yeah.
Right. Because we know that your income is this amount.
Yeah.
And the police officer is telling me that. Yeah, that's a bit.
Most people in the army, that would be like $50 to $100. So,
I mean,
if I was them, I would just keep speeding. Might as well lock me up at that point.
Yeah, but it's still it's supposed. I think it's supposed to be enough to make you not want to. Obviously, right?
I mean, yeah, but
to like not want to continue to speed and like abide by the rules, basically, right?
Personally, I don't think I'd have a problem going to finish prison. I think though that's true. That's one of the nice ones, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no.
Let's see.
I think all of Scandinavia have pretty good prison systems.
Let's see.
Or it's more like it's not so much prison as it is just like rehabilitation camps that you go to.
Yeah.
And they try to like make you like you can.
Norway's that's the one that I heard of.
Most luxurious prisons.
Click on that link. Maybe they have images.
Scotland really is number
really
2.
I would think Scotland would be brutal. Well, that is a 5-star hotel.
There's no way that's an actual picture from one of the prisons.
Get rid of that thing on top. No.
Bismuth.
Really?
There we go. Bastoy prison. It's situated in the Norwegian island of Bastoy.
That's beautiful.
Southeast of the capital. The prison complex offers recreational opportunities like fishing, tennis instruction, and horseback riding. Prisoners live in cottages and work on luxuriant farms.
Dude, I'm going to Norway and committing some egregious acts.
Okay.
They'll just send you back.
Well, I'm not sure. I'm not sure what their stance is on like the death penalty and stuff like that, right? Like, it may be like, okay, yeah, like, you stole some of your neighbor's corn or something. It's like, oh, you got to spend 6 months.
It's between you living in like a 5-star hotel and like lethal
and,
injection,
and like actually they're just throwing you in like a sectioned off area of forest. You have to like fend for yourself.
Was it you? You were telling me about like somebody was talking to you about bringing Nazis back, and you would have them be like on a game show.
It was this comedian Sean Locke.
Oh yeah,
he was on the game show. He was like, yeah, bring the Nazis back, put them all on like an island, and then make them like fight for survival, basically. Yeah, he's like, I would watch that, probably. Yeah, that'd be interesting.
That's disappointing. I think anything with like sex offenders, like a rapist.
Yeah.
Right. Definitely use them for entertainment.
Like the sex offender shuffle, like that.
Yeah, like making them do stupid shit like that. That's ridiculously funny.
Yeah.
Right. No, but I mean, like, imagine somebody gets convicted, right, of like 1st-degree rape, right? Does rape have degrees to it? Yeah, it does, right? I don't know. I know there's like statutory, just like straight up rape.
Yeah, I don't know.
Oh, yeah, great type.
It's fine. You got it.
Statutes of
Does rape have a statute of limitation? It does. For a 2nd-degree rape.
If an alleged offense does not meet the definition of 1st or 2nd-degree rape, but still involves clearly expressed lack of consent or threat of harm, the state may charge it as 3rd degree.
Vindicate law.
Delve into that one.
So what, like 3rd degree would be like you're at a party.
3rd degree is the worst.
Oh, so first degree would be like you're at a party.
And you are straight up intentionally trying to rape somebody.
Yeah, but it's like you're both kind of drunk.
No.
You were wanting to have sex with this person.
That's maybe statutory rape, right? Look up the definition of statutory rape. Because I'm pretty sure.
See, because it's always like a gray area, right? Like that has always been a gray area.
Just don't fucking do it.
Well, yeah.
No.
Oh, just the helpline.
A common law jurisdiction, statutory rape is not. What is it?
Where one of the individuals is below.
In common law jurisdictions,
Okay,
statutory rape is non-forcible sexual activity in which one of the individuals is below the age of consent.
No.
In fucking Pennsylvania.
People ages 16 and older can legally consent to sexual activity with anyone they choose as long as the other person does not have authority over them.
That's your people, bro.
I'm not involved with that.
What is it for Ohio?
Oh,
just out of curiosity.
Look it up. Look up age
of consent.
Age of consent for Ohio. California is 18, I think. 16.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah. Boo, Ohio. Going strong.
Yeah.
You had to be an adult to have sex.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, but
Let's not.
it's just the fucking. It's an arbitrary number. It's a fucking
no,
arbitrary.
You're right, and I'm wrong.
Like no, it really is. So technically, right? The way they viewed it back in the day, and you can, I believe this is correct, right? Was once you had either your period, or your balls dropped.
Your force blood, then they called it.
Yeah, like you were then considered an adult, basically, right? Like you could start working. So that's why you had
nice run.
That's why you had like 13 and 14-year-old like boys and girls working in factories and stuff because they're not considered like kids anymore.
I think it's also because they couldn't fight back.
Well, also that, but
We're gonna use this footage in
our trial.
Yeah, just. Whoa, I'm on the good guy's side here. If there was a good or bad side of this conversation, I'm definitely on the good side of this.
Hate speech is not a crime in America, okay?
Hate speech isn't a thing.
Yeah, well, depends on where you live.
There's freedom of speech.
But yes, not every place has freedom of speech, and so because they don't have freedom of speech, that allows them to put in laws pertaining to hate speech, right? Like I saw this video, and I'm not sure how like true this is, but last year, Russia arrested like 400 people for things they posted on social media.
Yeah, and fucking shit like those kind of regimes, you know. That
2018 in the UK, how many people do you think were arrested based off posting things on social media?
In the UK,
yeah,
the whole year.
The year for 2018.
In the thousands, definitely, but like 10,000.
10,000, really?
Yeah.
3,300.
Oh, really? I don't know. I was shooting high.
10,000?
Yeah.
Why? Okay, what makes you say 10,000?
You preface it like it was going to be like an absurd number, so...
I mean, compared to Russia, right? Like, because everybody in their mind has, oh, Russia's this, like, nasty place sort of thing, right?
Yeah, I guess. I don't know.
Also, another reason why it could have been higher in the UK versus Russia's because Russia's been doing it for so long.
Yeah. Right?
They've kind of conditioned the people to, like, don't say shit, basically, right? Meanwhile, the UK is just kind of, like, starting that. That
reminded me of another good point I wanted to talk to you about. Have you seen, like, the ways to get into North Korea?
To get into North Korea?
Yeah. Mm-mm. So, first of all, like, there's one airline. Bisman, can you look that up? The airline to get into North Korea. There's one, like, airline company in all of North Korea for, like, commercial flights in and out.
Okay. From where? China?
Yeah, from China. Okay. Pyong, China, I think.
What?
Just look up North Korean airline.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, so you fly out of Pyong, China, I think. Yeah, Air Koryo. Yeah.
State-owned flag carrier of North Korea.
Yeah. So basically, right, You try to go in. You can't have your phone with you. You can't have any like paper materials.
Is this when you land in North Korea?
No, this is you trying to get on like the flight
before.
Yeah.
Okay.
And you know how like you usually go through like the.
You go through security and customs. And
you go through the process of getting your ticket and everything.
Yeah.
They don't have like a ticket or anything. They hand you a receipt.
But
yeah, it's all it is a receipt that like, yeah, you're allowed to fly, right?
Okay.
So you go, and you get escorted onto the plane to your seat. They search you for like phones, cameras, anything. The most that you're allowed to have is like a shoot, like point and shoot camera.
Mm-hmm.
But even then, it's like when you land, there's a guide with you the entire time.
Mm-hmm.
And when you want to come back, like you have to let them know, and it's basically at like their discretion when you're allowed to come back.
Yeah. Yeah, that's scary.
That's the one I was thinking of.
Turkmenistan.
More secretive than North Korea.
Shout out Toby Keith.
Do you guys know where Turkmenistan is?
Yeah.
It's in the Middle East somewhere.
No.
It's
Central Asia.
It's a stand.
Central Asia. It's not the Middle East.
It's a stand.
Because like okay, so like Afghanistan. Yeah, technically Afghanistan is Asia.
There you go.
Right, because India, like Afghanistan and Pakistan, both border India, and India is definitely Asia.
I mean, it's
right.
Iran to the left of.
Yeah.
Central Asia.
I want to go to Uzbekistan.
So the northern east.
Or Kyrgyzstan.
My bad.
The what?
The northern east.
It's Central Asia is what it is. Anything above Iran, like so between the Caspian Sea, right, and like China.
I forgot you're like stupid
Central
good at
Asia.
Like geography.
Yeah, I like geography. Since we I have some stuff since we talked about education last week, right? Found this article talking about the most and least educated states in America.
Ohio's got to be one of them.
So I was curious, right? Because we were having this debate about, well, not really debate, but like Californians, right?
Well, we were just making like
Ohioans.
we were comparing them.
Yeah.
Mostly in the sense of crackheads.
Yes. But I think this is a good indicator of why people do the things that they do, I guess. I don't know. I thought it would be a good like comparison.
Now you're just getting into like psychopathy.
Okay. So this article posted on krdo.com. It's like a local news station, basically. They went onto the Census Bureau's American Community Survey 5-year estimates. Right. And they basically scrubbed through a bunch of data. It's like a massive spreadsheet with a bunch of information on it.
Okay.
And they came up with this list for the least and most educated, right? So at number 52, technically not a state, but Puerto Rico.
I believe that.
Followed by West Virginia, Arkansas,
Yep.
North Dakota, and Mississippi at number 48.
Yeah.
All right. So it's like,
That's fucking
where does
awesome.
Ohio fall, right? Ohio, I believe, is number 30.
Really? Okay.
33, sorry.
Yeah, where's Pennsylvania? Where's California at?
I'm gonna get there. I'm gonna get there. So for Ohio, right, the highest level of education completed in percentages, right?
Yeah.
Less than 9th grade is 2.7%, which is pretty low.
Yeah.
Right. 9th to 12th grade with no diploma is 6.2%.
Okay.
Again, still pretty low.
Yeah, relatively.
High school graduate includes equivalency, so like GED as well, right? 32.6%. Yeah.
That's crazy.
So 32.6% of the population have completed high school
In Ohio?
in Ohio.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
That's
Some college with no degree, 20%, right?
you guys are so uneducated.
It's just wait till I get to California.
There's no way we're below 30.
Wait till I get to California.
There's
right?
no way we're below 30.
Associate's degree is 8.8%, bachelor's degree 18.4%, and then graduate or professional degree 11.3%. Right, which makes sense. Obviously, the higher you go in education, the less people there are. Right. California on this list, where is it? It's like, come back. Number 15. Listed as the 15th, right?
Okay. Out of 50, not bad.
Well, 52, right? Because this includes Puerto Rico and then some outlying territories and stuff. Yeah. But yeah, California, right? Highest level of education completed, less than 9th grade, 8.7%. Damn. Yeah, like that's
That's a lot.
7th to 12th grade with no diploma, 7.1%.
Okay.
Right. High school graduate, 20.4%. So that's even lower than Ohio.
That's crazy.
Less people in California have a high school or are just high school graduates, rather. Right?
Well, you got entrepreneurs out there.
Yeah. Some college, no degree. It's about the same, right? 20.5%. Right. Associate's degree, 8%, which again is about the same. Bachelor's degree, 21.9%. And then graduate or professional degree, 13.4%.
I don't even agree with like schooling, but still, it's not that hard of a thing.
Well, yeah, and that's what I was so surprised by, like especially like high school and like elementary school and stuff. Like less than 9th grade. That's the highest, 8.7%.
Yeah,
that's
pretty insane, actually.
Well, and like theoretically, right? Because California has a larger population, that's a higher number of people. That's more people than Ohio.
That's wild.
Not just percentage wise, right? For those of you from Pennsylvania, less than 9th grade, 3%, pretty good. 9th to 12th grade with no diploma, 5.6%. High school graduate, 33.8%. So again, pretty good. Some college, no degree, 15.7%. Associates, 8.7%. Bachelor's, 19.9%. And graduate or professional, 13.2%.
What place do I fall under again?
17th.
Yeah, you're number 17.
If you want to know how stupid your state is, just let us know.
I mean, we'll have a link in the description
to that shit
for this if you want to take a look. It has the link for the Census Bureau as well in the article, so you can get to it that way.
Yeah,
I tried looking at it, but like I said, it's just a massive spreadsheet and there was a lot of information to like try and sift through. So this was a nice like breakdown. So it seems to me that people from Pennsylvania just graduate high school and just immediately start working.
Yeah,
like, it doesn't seem to be like a big thing. And I would say the same for Ohio too. Although we had this conversation last week, I think, where for me and where I grew up, it was definitely like once you graduate, you go to college.
Yeah,
right. Like that. It was a very big push.
That's a step you take.
Mm-hmm.
There was like 3 pathways. Well, 2 really for dudes. Military, workforce.
Do you think the military is like the male equivalent of becoming a stripper?
No, you're still selling your body, but you're not doing what they do.
No, there's no way.
I don't know.
Because strippers make more money than we do. That's why.
Strippers aren't oppressed.
They aren't beaten up.
Gosh, dude, my sinuses are fucking killing me right now. Those beers did help though.
Yeah. So the top 10 for education.
I'm sorry. Give me a second. No pausing. Just for a second. I need to clear my face.
That'll actually be a pretty nice cut.
What?
Because you asked that question, and I was like, strippers make more money than we do.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
This dude.
Yeah, that guy.
And
God, he
look
looks.
at what. read what that says.
My dog passed away a couple years ago, and I forgot where this pic was taken. I was wondering if you could find it. God bless you, and thank you for finding. He finds it?
He fucking finds it.
Rock matching.
Literally.
Geo Rainbolt is his name.
It's amazing.
What the hell?
Yeah, the guy is a genius.
Yeah.
He's
That's
really
good.
good at it.
Yeah.
Okay, in like the best way possible, that guy has a touch of the tism.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
Like another one, this is the only photo of my mother.
Yeah,
Finds that
I saw that video.
Oh, he's doing like.
Yeah. Okay, so the top 10. That's the. Can you get off your phone, please?
I'm sorry, TKS just charged me.
Oh.
Too much money, probably.
So top 10 states in the U.S. with the best education. At 10, New Hampshire.
Figured.
Number 10, New Hampshire.
Is it the worst or is it the best?
No, it's
okay. Worst.
best.
But like the worst of the best.
Number 10.
Number 10.
On the list is New Hampshire. Number 9, Colorado.
That's weird.
It is kind of weird. Number 8, New Jersey.
Really?
Yeah, I would not expect New Jersey to have
No, me neither.
that good of an education. Number 7, Vermont.
Never met a single person from Vermont.
I've known 2 people from Vermont. They were both a little strange. Like, they were white. Like, I'm white, right? These dudes were white.
Where is Vermont?
Like,
at?
very white. It's by Maine.
Where the fuck is Maine at?
Top.
It's
right.
yeah.
I'm not like, okay, if it's a state that matters, right? I know where it is.
Okay. Maine. It's above.
I'm never
so
in
like,
my life am I ever going to need to go to Maine
Massachusetts.
or Vermont.
You have Massachusetts, right?
Yeah.
Right above Massachusetts is New Hampshire and Vermont. Like, they're right next to each other.
Oh, okay.
Right? Like, you have to drive through, I think it's Vermont, in order to get to Maine.
Okay.
From Massachusetts. That's the way you have to go.
Interesting.
Yeah. I went to Maine a couple years ago before I joined the Army.
Did you?
It was really cool. Yeah.
They have good shrimp, I hear.
Yeah, good lobster. Lobster's a big thing. Yeah.
So
like just seafood in general.
It's the lobster rolls.
Yeah. Yeah. They have moose in Maine too.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Imagine having like surf and turf, but instead it's just like lobster.
Well, it's instead of signs for deer, it's
Meese.
like watch out for moose. Watch out for moosin'. Number 6, New York.
Really? Education?
Yeah, New York. Number 6. Yeah. Number 5, Virginia.
Not West Virginia though.
No, definitely not West Virginia. Number 4, Connecticut.
Okay.
Number 3, Maryland.
Okay.
Again, another surprising one.
Yeah, that is.
Yeah.
Especially at 3.
Yeah.
Yeah, don't expect that one.
Because Maryland definitely has some not so great places. Number 2, Massachusetts.
Okay.
That makes sense. And number 1, Washington, D.C. Yeah.
That's ironic.
Yeah.
Our nation's capital.
Which actually, I guess makes sense, right? Because
That's where
you need a lot of smart people working in the government, basically, right?
Yep.
Or at least you should have a lot of smart people working in the
that's
government.
where Michelle Obama made her most impact.
Yeah.
With
her education,
the school lunches is what it
prerogatives. Yeah. Jeez.
Somebody said that they think Michelle Obama should like have to eat what she made.
Her own food.
Yeah.
Some of the stuff I see,
Dude, vulgar.
horrible.
I don't know how much of an impact did her like healthy food, like get up and play
I think-
program.
I think
Like
the
make.
solid milk for lunch really impacted my mental health.
I think it was. I'm sorry. What? You said the solid milk.
Yeah, you ever just have milk and it doesn't come out as a liquid? Instead, you go to pour it and you're like, I don't want to pour it, and then you go like this, and all of it goes back into the carton.
Oh
Yeah. I've never had milk like that before. We used to get these real big cookies that were like 8 inches to a foot across, and
What
like
the
that,
hell?
like they were big, like big.
Share.
8 inches is big, okay? All right.
It's average.
Yeah.
Might be too much
average size cookie, right? Yeah, they used to serve those. And then I remember the one year, middle of the school year, they stopped. I was like, what's happening, right? And it was because of the Michelle Obama,
I'd be pissed.
like, yeah, initiative. Yeah. Because I'm just thinking, because I knew kids that every day at lunch they would get this cookie, right? They would eat this cookie like with their lunch, right?
Somebody's gonna shoot up the cafeteria.
And I
'cause they
was
get their
like,
big-ass
once
cookie.
they got rid of those, the kids just wouldn't eat.
What?
Like they would get like milk and maybe like just a sandwich or something, and that's all they would have like for lunch because all the vegetables and like all this other stuff it wasn't appealing to them.
I'm gonna be honest. If you drink milk at school for lunch,
I did. I used to get double milk actually. used to get 2 chocolate milks, or sometimes 1 regular milk and 1 chocolate milk.
After I seen what they do to the opened chocolate milks when you're not watching it, somebody gets up to use the restroom, open your milk, and now you got a food slushy sitting on your tray.
I don't have that many kids in school that they would do that to me.
I just never get up during lunch.
Had one traumatic event in the school lunch cafeteria.
Oh, yeah?
Sitting there, and we have onion rings for lunch, and I go, I really like these onion rings. And some kid looks at me and goes, oh, you like the onion rings, yeah? Takes my plate from me. Goes around to the entire cafeteria with my plate and screaming at people to put the onion rings on the plate. And at the end of it,
wait, so they weren't like bullying you. They were.
I'm not done.
You got reverse bullied.
I'm not done. At the end of it, I've got a mountain of onion rings about 2 feet high. But they also felt the need to add milk and orange with a knife in it. And so they just ruined my whole lunch. And I was like, all right, cool. I guess I'm not eating.
That's fighting words.
That's kind of fun.
I never
I was
ate
like,
onion rings ever again in school.
you had me. You were gaslighting me for a second, right? Because I know you talked about like how much you used to get bullied in school. That does not sound like a bullying story, at least initially.
It sounds like you ran shit.
It sounds like you were the boss at one point.
Yeah.
And then you were dethroned from your position of power.
Yeah.
No, not at all.
Okay.
We used to have DoorDash people throw our food over the fence.
Wow.
Yeah.
You guys have DoorDash.
Yeah, you guys have DoorDash. Yeah, so like
you don't have DoorDash?
No.
The thing for us is we weren't allowed to leave the school campus once we were at school.
Yeah, no,
Like,
we weren't either.
unless you were 18, right? So like a senior.
Yeah.
Or sometimes maybe a junior, right?
Senior privileges.
You could sign out on your own.
Yeah.
Right, because of some people's schedules, they only had like 4 periods or something like that, and so they would just leave halfway through the day, right? Yeah. But like during lunch, we weren't allowed to leave like the school campus. We had to stay at school.
Really?
The whole time, yeah. Like we couldn't like go get lunch at like Domino's or like McDonald's or something and then be back at a certain time for a lunch period.
Couldn't leave it all.
Yeah.
We don't have a restaurant within a mile.
I'm fairly certain that you grew up in a psych ward.
Do you want to go see my hometown?
So where he lives, there's actual lake monsters and mythical beasts and things flying around.
I don't think you have room to talk. I'm gonna be honest.
Huh?
I don't think you have room to talk about mythical beasts and monsters flying around.
That's how I know.
Do I want to out my hometown here?
You don't have to.
I mean, do you think anybody's gonna
They'll find it.
send a bomb to your house?
Just don't show your house.
That's
Yeah,
it.
don't show. That's your house?
No. So
God damn! No wonder you got bullied.
This is the end of town, actually. That's the end of town right here. So this is a car wash, and that's like right where the town ends. Let's see. That's just a random river. That's the old fucking train
The old
station.
grain mill.
That's the old Matter building.
Oh, yeah.
Kids used to get arrested climbing that. So
Yeah, fucking
wow, that's all.
darn
I got.
kids.
You get down from my ye old
The old grain mill's
the old
dangerous.
grain
You
mill.
gotta stay away from the old grain mill.
Maybe I could find pictures of me in this.
One day they just went up the grain mill and they never came back.
So this is it right here. That's for no.
This is like the perfect setting for like it part.
Yeah, that's exactly
Like,
what I was thinking. I couldn't think of
yeah.
a movie like
You
to
know
put
what's
this to.
crazy? This isn't even my hometown. This is the town that I go to.
This is the closest.
town,
Yeah.
My town is a village. It's classified as a village.
It's just like a old west.
I take you to my village. That's
What I imagine when he said that is like an old western like
I know.
town
Yeah.
with maybe like 3-4
I've
buildings.
seen it. I've seen
people are
it.
still just shooting each other in the
in the
street.
middle of the street.
I know who that is.
Okay.
It's
That's
Flaming Foliage Festival. That's
sorry. What?
It's called the Flaming Foliage Festival.
Flaming foliage.
Yeah, actually, you know what?
Is it like a just like a?
It's a big parade.
Oh. It's like a fall.
They put
Fall
a person
festivities.
In, I actually know these people. They graduated a year above me.
Is that King Harry?
No,
Oh, that's a recent picture.
not recent. It's like a couple years old.
Yeah, but it's still like within the
Yeah, I know
decade.
that.
Not a lot of shit
It
happens in
doesn't
your
look
town,
like
huh?
that. Honestly, I saw that picture. It looks like it's from the 60s.
You
or
can look up
70s.
Riverside if you want, real quick. Riverside, California. You're not typing.
Oh, thanks. That's
Yeah.
cool.
It's like he's using like a typewriter.
If you could somehow link that.
Sounds like a typewriter.
Let me use a typewriter. Use it.
I think they do make like typewriter like keyboards.
Fairmont Park.
It's pretty big, man.
So there's Riverside County and there's also Riverside, like the city. It looks nice, but you should look up crime reports.
It's the measure of any good city, right? Is if they have lots of crime reports.
Wow.
Annual crimes.
Crime rate
4%. I don't know. Is 4% bad? Property 35%.
Yeah.
Or 35 per 1,000 residents.
Oh man.
I don't know how high that is, but
down, right there.
This one?
Yep. What do we got? Assault.
Other assaults. Runaways.
Oh, I think you might have to.
Sex offenses.
I think you got to click on one of those download links. Crime.
Download Riverside crime data.
Yeah,
past
that one.
2 years most current.
That one?
Yeah, that one.
Oh boy.
It's a little disclaimer.
Okay. That's the yes button. They're screaming.
For no reason. All right, what do we got? Down.
Oh.
Here we go.
Strong arm.
Is 2019 is the latest?
No. I think it's going backwards. Starting from the past, like the furthest date out.
But there's 6,000 pages.
Yeah, it's from the past 2 years. So
click on the 6,000.
So it's going from 19 to 20. Yeah. So there you go. That's the most recent.
Gotcha.
Drug abuse violation, assault, other assault, weapons carrying, possession.
What are the timestamps on these?
Report date. Oh, offense date. Report dates.
How big is Riverside? Like, what the population?
Good question.
Because I know,
big.
like Canton, Ohio, where I'm from, is like 60,000 people.
I'll tell you right now. Let's see.
I can look it up.
There you go. Yeah, look it up. The Riverside, California population.
Wow.
Damn, it's a lot more than I thought there was.
And then we'll look up yours.
Yeah.
And then we'll look at mine.
Yeah.
And you'll really.
So Canton, Ohio.
Yeah. So also, hold on, before you leave that page.
San Bernardino.
So this is the Riverside, the city, not the county.
Yes.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
Riverside County population. Look that up. Because Canton, Ohio, that's a county, right?
No, that's
the city.
It's a city. But even then,
oh my god.
The county population would. Yeah, no, it's nowhere near that for me.
That's so many people.
Like maybe county. It's 300,000. Maybe
There's your
it's like the population. Yeah, so 70,000, and then the county is Stark County. Stark County.
Oh. I did do it right.
Yeah, see,
Your
370.
Your county population
is the same. Is a little bit more
You guys
than
ready for this?
your city
You guys ready?
population.
than my city population.
That's crazy.
It's not
Now-
enough.
1,000 people.
Now,
Oh, you can see where one of the families left. They left town.
Yeah,
All
they're-
5 people.
that's just when Bisman joined the army.
Yeah.
That's all that's from.
Clinton County, 79,000.
Wow. Okay.
Wow, it just keeps getting worse.
that's really funny. So that's close to my city population.
Yeah.
My county population is close to your city population.
That's a wild.
Jeez, that's crazy.
So
Wow.
we're quite small.
Yeah.
You could say
Bisman left.
Little population
It
dip.
just drops.
we weren't very population dense.
Well, thank you guys for watching.
2 birds, 1
I think that's
stone.
going to be everything for today. Check us out on Spotify or YouTube. If you're watching this on Spotify, go check it out on YouTube. If you're watching this on YouTube, go check it out.
The other way around.
Watch it backwards.
Watch it backwards, but carefully.
If you can decode the secret message.
Watching it backwards.
Watching it backwards.
There should. We should sneak that in one of them.
Yeah,
where it's us like.
There's so
just-
much work though.
But we'll learn how to say something backwards in normal conversation,
Yeah.
and then we'll just sneak it in there. I'd pay somebody money if they could find that.
Yeah, we could hire somebody
Yeah.
to come up with some secret message. Do you have any jokes? I was gonna look some up. I didn't.
You got some? All right, we're gonna take a brief pause right here. But the next, I don't like immediately not.
Okay.
Yeah. So stand by. That's awful.
My first high school football game was a lot like my first time having sex. I was bloody and sore at the end, but at least my dad came.
All right, that's it. That's the ending right there.
Fuck.
That was pretty good. He's not expecting that at all.
Oh.